Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. Do you ever have a hard time deciding which prepositions we should use in a sentence? Like, what should I use in this sentence? In a car? On a car? As a person who speaks English as a second language, I felt that too. At, on, in my head, these prepositions have the same meaning. Also, natives would understand what do we mean, right? So I was thinking, why would I care so much about that? But turns out it has its own rule to use and is not a guessing game. And as English learners, why shouldn't we improve our English, right? So today, I, Anissa Kuratayun, from Class B of Informatics Engineering at Lampung University, will tell you how to use the prepositions in a sentence. Should we start, shall we? Okay, so the first preposition is at. At is used with a very exact specific place, like at the balcony, at the ballroom, or at the door. At is also used to tell a full address. For example, she lives at 22 Coral Street. Easy, right? The next one is on. On is used with streets and avenue, a not detailed address. For example, on campus, on a gas station. On also represents the surface. This pen is on a book. The drawing is hanging on the wall, or she's laying on the floor. The last one is in. In is used with less specific places like parts of towns, cities, states, or countries. For examples, in Chinatown. Or the popular example, we live in city you never see on screen. In is also used with an enclosed space inside of something, like in a car, in a box, or in a room. Okay, so that's all I need to know. Well, there are a few things you should know more, and it relates to transportation. So, is it on a bus? In a bus? In a car? On a car? Or even at the car? Well, we use in with means of transportation where we cannot stand up, like in a car and in a helicopter. Most of the time, and normally, we sit inside of those transportations. And for on, we use it with means of transportation we can stand up. For example, on an airplane, on a bus, or on a boat. Or we can also use it with no roof transportation, like on a bike or on a horse. Let's continue to the interesting part. Do you think in a hospital and at a hospital have the same meaning? The answer is no. In a hospital means that we are the patient. You are the patient. So if you say, my mother is in a hospital, that means your mother is a patient and receiving treatment from the doctor. Meanwhile, at the hospital means we are not the patient. For example, if you say, I'm at the hospital, that means you are not the patient. Maybe you're visiting your relatives or have to do something at the hospital. The same rule applied to schools, libraries, and other institutions. And the last, at is can be used with events. For example, I was at Zach Tabudlo's concert last night, or my sister is at her friend's wedding party. Okay, I think that's all you need to know about prepositions. I hope it will help you to learn English. Goodbye everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.